there. Who am I talking to?
Hey there, this is Max.
Hey, Max. I am Lucy, the assistant of the real estate agent, James Williams. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I wanted to buy a property.
I see, Max. For that, I will need the location where you want to buy the property, your budget, and your email, just to get in touch with you. Got it, Max. Would you like to book a viewing with James?
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Great. Which day would you like to have the viewing with James? Remember, he works from Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I see, Max. James is available all day on Thursday. What time would you like to schedule the viewing?
Probably on 3 p.m.
Give me a moment. Let me check the availability for 3 p.m. on Thursday. Just a moment, please. James is available at that time. I have booked the appointment with James inside both of our calendars. Thank you, Max. James will be very happy to meet with you.
You too, bye. What you have just seen is an AI voice appointment setter, the ultimate one, and improved one from the one that we had on personal trainers. That was the first video of our channel. We improved it so that the booking system is much better, smarter, and in a more efficient way. We'll be using again vapi and make.com, as well as Google Calendar and Google Sheets. So yeah, without further ado, let's go into the build. So guys, here we are in vapi, the software that we are going to be using to build this AI voice appointment set. Let's click on try for free and let's go inside. Once inside, we are going to go into assistants and we are going to create a new assistant. And here I'm going to change the name to AI voice appointment setter. So let's click on create assistant. So here in model, we are going to choose the 40 mini. This one, as it's the cheapest and the one that works best for me. Knowledge base, we are not going to add anything. And temperature, I'm going to leave it in 0.2. There you go. Perfect. Now I'm going to publish it to save these settings. And then let's go to configure the next settings. Transcriber. We're going to leave it in Deep Ground English and Nova 2. Nextly, if we go to voice, we are going to take out Cartesian. We are going to choose 11 laps. There you go. And inside voice, I'm going to probably leave Sarah, which usually works okay. In model, I'm gonna select the B25. We're gonna change the background sound to off, and everything else is gonna be the same here. If we go up and we go to functions, we will then be creating a function, a tool actually, but we're gonna leave it for later. And here we're gonna start changing some things. We're gonna select in servers messages, the tool calls here, and the status update we don't want it, the hang we don't want it, and we could leave end of call report and function call. Client messages, we are not gonna need to change anything, so we are just gonna publish it to save the settings. Once published, we're gonna go to create this first message and the system prompt. So once finished the prompt, I'm gonna bring it here. There you go. I'm gonna set here the first message. There you go. And I'm gonna publish it to save the changes. Now we're gonna go to create several tools where we are gonna take different information. In one, we will ask for the budget of the user, the location where he wants to buy a property, and his email to get in contact and in touch with him. Later, if he wants to book a viewing, we're gonna ask for the day in which he wants to book the viewing, and then we're gonna give him possibilities of booking an hour, and then that's gonna be another function. So let's go here to tools, and now we're gonna click on new tool. Before creating any tool, we have to go into make.com, where we are gonna actually create a webhook URL where we are gonna receive all the data of the function. So here we are in make.com, just log in and get inside. So let's click on create a new scenario. I'm gonna call it appointment setter, as you can see here, and I'm gonna create a new webhook. Let's go to custom webhook. Let's add a new one, which is gonna be appointment setter. I'm gonna copy this address to clipboard and I'm gonna bring it here. Now we're gonna save it and we're gonna click on next. We're just gonna ask for the email, the budget, and the location where the user wants to have the property. So let's go with the first one, property, that is gonna be location. Location, and the description is the location where the user wants the property he's gonna buy to be. Example, Times Square. Perfect. We're gonna add another property, which is gonna be budget. The budget the user has available to buy a property, we're gonna put in dollars, and I'm gonna put it as a number, and I'm save it, and I'm gonna add another one, which is gonna be email. The email of the user that is gonna buy a property, and as an example, I'm gonna put john@john.com, and I'm gonna save it. So with this, we're gonna click on next. We are gonna name now the tool and put the description. Info property, the info we need from the user that is gonna buy a property. We will need the budget of the user, the location where he wants his property to be, and his email. So we are gonna directly create. And here we have the first one. But chill guys, we still have 2 more to create. Let's go. What we're gonna do is again come here and copy address to clipboard to copy the server URL again and paste it here. We're gonna click again on next, and we're gonna create a new property, as this one is gonna be just the day. That's why our first property will be day viewing, and it's gonna be the day the user wants to have the viewing. Set here an example, and let's save it, and just let's go next. I'm gonna call it book day, and the description is gonna be, and with this I'm gonna click on next. I'm gonna create it. Okay guys, so now let's go to the last one, which we are gonna for the booking of the hour. So let's come here, copy address to clipboard, again, paste it here. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna come here to next. Hour viewing, and it's gonna be the hour the user wants to have the viewing. I've set again an example. I'm gonna copy this description, and I'm gonna put book hour, and I'm gonna paste the description. There you go, and I'm gonna create it directly. So with this we have the 3 functions, and we are gonna come back to the assistant to here, and we are gonna include the functions, well the tools actually here, the 3 of them. There you go. Now we're gonna publish them, and we're gonna go directly to the make a scenario game. If I've done a test, calling the assistant and clicking on the wrong ones, and here I have everything. But firstly, I've decided to change a bit the tool, because we are also gonna add inside the info property, we're gonna add the name of the user and the number we will have it, but the name of the user we will need it. So we're gonna put name. So we're gonna say the name of the user. Example, James. And we're gonna save it. So guys, now we're gonna come back to the scenario, and we are gonna add a router. There you go. And we're gonna add 3 routes, one for each function that we have created. So let's add another one. And now we're gonna divide between the ones that we have created. This one is gonna be the one of info property, where we're gonna come into condition. And we're gonna go to tool calls, function, and we're gonna choose the name, which is gonna be info property. There you go. So we're gonna click on OK, and we're gonna do the same exactly with the others. In this one it's gonna be book day, and we're gonna come to condition, tool calls, function, name, and it's gonna be equal to book day. Again, clicking on OK, and we're gonna do the same with book hour, but in the third one. Done. Now we're gonna start with the part of info property. We're gonna go now to Google Sheets, where we're gonna create a sheet that is gonna be our CRM, where we're gonna include all the information of the functions. So I've named it appointment setter, and we're gonna put here the columns that are gonna be basically name, location, budget, and email. Here we have the name of the columns, name, number, location, budget, email, and date of the viewing. That will be the thing that we will include lastly. So now we will add in this root of the info property, the first one, the Google Sheets of a row. There you go. And we're gonna select our spreadsheet ID. Now we're gonna be adding, all from a test I've done, the info here. So in name, we're gonna come into the tool calls, and we're gonna select the name. On number, we're gonna come into customer here and go and select the number. And for location, budget, and email, we're gonna use these 3. So that's what I've done, as you can see here. And now I'm gonna click OK. What we're gonna do is actually update, or we're gonna send a notification to the real estate agent to let him know that a new lead has been registered inside the Google Sheets. So we could do this via SMS or email. To change a bit, let's do it today with SMS. I'll go to Twilio and an SMS. Twilio, create a message. Once inside, we are gonna go to message body, create a body, and we're gonna put this body. Hey James, a new lead has been registered inside the Google Sheets with the tool calls of names, with a budget of tool calls budget, dollars, and he wants the property to be in the location. So we're gonna select to send a message from phone number, select the phone number inside to, here you put the phone number of the real estate agent or your own number. With clicking here OK, we would have finished this route of the info property. Now let's go to the sauce, to the important one, to the one of the book day. Here's gonna be a more complex thing, as what we are gonna do here is search for any busy information we are gonna have there. So the first module that we are gonna add here is a chatgpt. Create a compilation, there you go, with our OpenAI connection, and we are gonna select the model. I'm gonna go always with 4o mini. Then we're gonna add a message with the role of a system, and we're gonna put this content. I let you copy, but basically we're asking to output in a JSON format the start time where the real estate agent is gonna start working of the day that the user has set. We're gonna add another message in which we're gonna put the context of the time. So we're gonna put here that the current time is now, and we're gonna tell the day that the user has requested. And we're gonna come into favorites. Let's go with tool calls, function, arguments, and let's go with the day of viewing. We're gonna leave this in 0.2, of course. So next step will be to go with a parse JSON module. There you go, where we're gonna parse the output of the GPT message content. There you go. So next we're gonna go with the Google Calendar, where we're gonna search for the busy or free information on that day. So let's go here into get free or busy information. There you go. So in minimum time we are gonna include the start time, and in maximum time we're gonna include the end time to get on that time the busy slots that we're gonna have. So once you select your calendar ID, we're gonna click on OK, and we're gonna set a route. Okay, so now we're gonna come here and we are gonna go with the first one, that it's gonna be free. And we're gonna go into the calendars, busy. We're gonna put that the busy is equal to blank. And we're gonna do the same here with busy. We're gonna come to the calendar. There you go. And we're gonna put that it's not equal to free with the blank space. So in the upper part, we are gonna set directly a webhook, saying that there hasn't been any problems. And here we're gonna put this body, in which the result of our tool call ID that I'm gonna change. I'm gonna put here the tool call. This is gonna be this tool call ID, and we're gonna put that the result is that there are no busy slots. The user can pick the hour that he wants. So we're gonna go here with content type, and it's gonna be application JSON. And down here you have to see if the day that the user has chosen is gonna be blocked all day, because the real estate agent has it filled up of events inside it. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna go into a ChatGPT, create a competition. We're gonna select the model of 4o mini. We're gonna add a message, get with system, and we're gonna put the next thing. Determine if the real estate agent is filled up and has no free time the day that the user has chosen. Here you have the busy slots. Each slot is of 1 hour. And we've set and given him the slots. If the number of slots equals to 9, then output busy. If it doesn't, just output free. Okay, so now we're gonna set here another router, in which again we are gonna put a filter. There you go, of free. We're gonna put the this completion message content equal to free, and in the down one we're gonna put the same busy. We're gonna come here to usage content equal to busy. There you go. So in the free one, we're gonna add another GPT here to output in a friendly way the slots that are busy. So let's go again with Photo Mini. Let's add a message with system, and we're gonna say output in a friendly way the busy slots of the real estate agent so that the user can understand it using this format from start time busy slots and an example output I've set here. I've not done it here, but I'm gonna do it actually here of setting the temperature to 0.2, as that's how we want exactly the output to be. So yeah, now it's actually the moment to go here into webhook and set this output. With this way, the real estate agent is busy in this content, the busy slots. Please choose others, and we are basically gonna put here directly the response, in which we are gonna say there is no availability that day, please choose another. There you go. So now we're gonna click on OK, and we're gonna head to the final stage of the part of the book hour. The final part that we're gonna do here actually is add inside the Google Sheets. Here, this was the test that I've done. In date of the viewing, we're gonna add shortly the day that the user chose, so that we can use it later to check if the hour of the booking and the exact time is correct. So we're gonna click here on search rows, and here we want to select that the phone number is gonna be equal to the customer number that we are gonna be able to get from here. As you can see here, we are gonna search for this row, and we are gonna set the limit to 1, so perfect. Then we're gonna add another Google Sheets of update a row, and here in row number we're gonna put the row number that the other Google Sheets gave us. And in the date of viewing, we're gonna go to the tool calls and put the day of the viewing. There you go, so that we can use it later. So we're gonna do the same here. We're gonna, in this case, clone and clone that way. And now let's go finally to this branch. I'm gonna do again a test with the assistant running once the webhook to get the information of the function of book hour, and let's start with this one. The first thing we will do is search rows here with a Google Sheets module to get the day that the user chose to get the viewing. And we're gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna get number, and here we're gonna go to customer and select the number. With this done, we're gonna click on OK, and we are gonna insert a chatgpt create a completion. Let's select Photo Mini, and we are gonna add a message that is gonna be really similar to the first one, where we are gonna ask this time for also the choice send time, not only the start time and the end time, but as we have already asked for a time for the user, we are gonna output also the chosen time. So we're gonna add here another message again, informing of the current time with the now and the day and time requested by the user. And we're gonna put here the day of the viewing, that if we remember we inserted it here, and we're gonna insert here also the hour of the viewing. So we're gonna click now on OK. We're gonna include the next module that is gonna be the same as here, a parse JSON module. There you go, where we are gonna include the message of the ChatGPT content here, and we're gonna click on OK. So now we're gonna include again a get free or busy information of Google Calendars. We're gonna repeat something similar here, but this one was just to confirm the day, so that now we can only play with the hour, because if not, we should be always asking for the day and the hour, and it would be really more complex than what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna place here this start and end time. So let's include now a router. There you go. And we're gonna do something, as I told you, something similar. We're gonna come here, and we are gonna put that the hour that and the slot that we have chose is gonna be free, so it's gonna be equal to blank space, and that here it's gonna be busy, so it's gonna be not equal to blank space. There you go. So now let's click on OK, and in this space we're gonna directly create the event with Google Calendar. There you go. I select my calendar ID, and in event name I'm gonna put viewing between James Williams and the name. So in the start date we are gonna put here the chosen time. We're gonna put the duration of 1 hour. There you go. We're gonna show advanced settings, where the location, we could add the location that we got from the Google Sheets. In the description we're gonna add a viewing of similar properties as the name requested to James Williams. We could add some reminders, it's not gonna be the case, but we are gonna add an attendee, which is gonna be the name, and here we're gonna include the email. So that way the attendee or the user is gonna be able to know and to appear in his calendar the viewing. We're not gonna add anything more actually, and we're gonna go to this route. You have to be 100% sure that it's not gonna be the same slot as the one that the user chose. So in this route to start, we're gonna click on JSON, and we're gonna include a transform to JSON, where we're gonna transform the busy information of the Google Calendar. There you go. Now we're gonna add chatgpt. Here, create a completion, where we're gonna put the next message. There you go, where we have given the occupied slots, the desired slots, and we've told GPT to determine if it's the same and if it overlaps the occupied slots. The next step will be to add a final router, where we are gonna divide between these two. So if it does occupy the slot, the desired slot with other occupied already slots, we are gonna go this one to set a webhook response telling that there has not been success and that the user has to choose another slot or another hour. But if not, we're just gonna create an event as here and then set a webhook response to tell that it has been successful. So let's go. We're gonna basically clone this in this one. We're gonna connect this one, but the filter will be no, so it's not occupied the same, and it's gonna be free, the slot that the user chose. Choices message content is equal to no, and we're gonna do the same here but with yes. So we're gonna come here, choices message content equal to yes. That way we are gonna start setting here the webhook responses. So the first one I've done is clone this one and connect it here to say that the meeting has been booked successfully for the start, choosing this one. We're gonna do exactly the same and clone it here, but well, we have to change this start to the one of this route. So select this start, and finally we're gonna clone it again. There you go, but we're gonna change the message of the result. James is busy in the chosen time, and we are gonna put here the chosen time. Tell the user to choose another hour. Perfect. And with this, the scenario will be finished. Seems like a big scenario, but let's put it to work and let's test it to see how it will work so many modules in this scenario. Let's go. So as we are gonna have to use several executions of the scenario, we're gonna set this into on, not using run once, but setting the scenario to on, so that here we're gonna see how the scenario runs every time on every execution. So now it's gonna be the time to make the call. Let's go. So I'm gonna call the number. There you go.
Hello there, who am I talking to?
Hey there, this is Frederick.
Hey Frederick, I am Lucy, the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I wanted to buy a property.
I see, Frederick. For that, I will need the location where you want to buy the property, your budget, and your email, just to get in touch with you.
Yeah, so I have a budget of $1 million. I want it to be in Queens, and my email is frederick@gmail.com.
One moment. Got it, Frederick. Would you like to book a viewing with James?
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Great. Which day would you like to have the viewing with James? Remember, he works from Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, so I think I would like to have the viewing with James on Monday.
Give me a all day on Monday. What time would you like to schedule the viewing?
Okay, let's say 10 a.m.
One moment. I apologize for the inconvenience, Frederick. It seems there was an issue with booking the hour. Let me check the availability for Monday at 10 a.m. James is available at that time. I will go ahead and book the appointment. Thank you for your patience.
Okay,
Give me
perfect.
a moment.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Frederick. I have successfully booked the appointment with James for Monday at 10 a.m. It's all set in both of your calendars. James will be very happy to meet with you. Have a great day.
Perfect. Bye. So it ran randomly here, but as you can see, what it done was first went here, then went here, and finally went here on this route, as in my calendar I don't have anything on Monday. As you can see, the viewing has been booked here on Monday, on the 30th of December, between James Williams and Frederick. As you can see, it works perfectly once we have the call and everything runs when it has to be run. And here inside the Google Sheet, we're also gonna have all the information. As you can see, the name, the number, the location, the budget, the email, and the date of the viewing. So guys, this has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned how to build the complete and total AI voice appointment setter, in this case inside vapi and make.com. Really better than the one that we have for personal trainers, as it's gonna offer a correct form of booking the appointment. So yeah, again, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.